Professional Dispositions of Learners and the Code of Ethics for Educators. Introduction. Today, becoming a successful teacher is characterized by some opportunities and challenges. On the one hand, there are certain rules to be followed to create an effective learning environment, involve students, apply traits, and choose appropriate classroom interactions. On the other hand, student diversity, social inequality, and resource accessibility impose obligations and restrictions that cannot be neglected. To promote their personal and professional development and choose the necessary skills, educators should consider the professional dispositions of learners, including values and commitments, and follow the code of ethics with all expected responsibilities. Professional dispositions of learners in education. In educational settings, many factors play an important role in establishing student-teacher relationships, and an understanding of the professional dispositions of learners is one of them. Any educational process is determined by certain tasks, and each academic facility has a list of dispositions to be identified by learners. In most cases, the values that affect student and educator behaviors focus on high expectations, respect for diversity, fairness, professional conduct, reflection, curiosity, honesty, compassion, dedication, and advocacy. Regarding my past educational experience, I found out that all children have the right to learn, and teachers are responsible for professional support. For example, teachers want to work with students who understand the basics of honesty and equality in human relationships. Thus, they have to demonstrate similar honest attitudes towards students, their tasks, and outcomes. The Model Code of Ethics for Educators in Classroom Practice. The Code of Ethics for Educators is not only a list of rules to be followed but recommendations on how to strengthen teaching practice and help students identify their strengths and elaborate on their weaknesses. Among common responsibilities of education, like acknowledging lack of awareness, I learned that this profession has to maintain physical and mental health. It means that education is not always about knowledge and skills but about students' and teachers' well-being and emotional support. According to the code, teachers should treat learners with dignity and respect. My application of this principle to classroom practice varies, depending on the goals. Still, I used integrity to strengthen communication, underline students' age or gender uniqueness, and reduce emotional or physical risks, avoiding unnecessary subjective judgments. Effective teacher skills and traits. My past educational experience demonstrated that effective teachers have a variety of skills and traits that improve their practice. For example, curiosity is one of the professional dispositions of learners. The trait of a professional educator is to demonstrate reasonable use of data and material among students. Therefore, communication, unbiased collaboration, listening, and patience are critical skills for teachers to examine the environment and all participants. I was taught how to stay patient, caring, and loving to all children, regardless of their demographic differences and contributions. My task is not to judge but to support and discover their potential in all fields of education. Conclusion. In summary, my educational experience helped me discover the necessary qualities of teachers and the dispositions of learners in the classroom. In education settings, both teachers and students have to learn and contribute to their personal and professional development. Ethical justice, support, and cooperation are necessary for all participants, and the future of their careers depends on how well they listen to each other, communicate, and improve creativity.